We're back with some more Design Me Devon. I've not done one of these videos in a very long time, and they're always some of my favourites. So what you do if you want to be reminded, you need to leave me a little hashtag on the gallery of Design Me Devon of a rundown home. It doesn't need to be rundown, maybe a home that you just want to have a different eye and a pair of hands on. And what I do is give it a nice big renovation. Today, we're doing something really interesting. We're going to be tackling a Victorian water tower. What we're going to do, we're going to head on over, have a little look at the house pre-renovation, and then I'll talk you through the speed build on what I came up with. And so here we are, my dears. This Victorian water tower was built by the lovely Laylex Sims. And I just love the look. I had so much fun with this renovation and I absolutely loved the look of it. I really, really did. So yeah, if you're unsure what a Victorian water tower is, it's a Victorian water tower. What they used to do is they used to fill it up with Victorian water. Why am I laughing at my own jokes today? For goodness sake. Anyway, we're moving on. So, did I even explain what a Victorian... Well, I think you should... It was a place to hold water in. Do I need to say it? For goodness sake. Anyway, so, abandoned Victorian water tower in desperate need of renovation into a sleek home. Hashtag Design Me Devon. Laylex, thank you so much for this. I had so much fun. So what I'm going to do is go around to show you the Victorian water tower in all of its glory pre the renovation, and then we'll go over and you'll see what I did with it. And here she is in all of her glory. I mean, it looks so realistic. That's what I love about it. There was actually a Grand Designs once where they converted this Victorian water tower in London into a big house. I'll put a picture of it up on the screen now, and I took a lot of inspiration for this for the build that I'm going to recreate for you guys now. I really, really did. It's a huge build. It is. It's on 4 floors. So I was like, oh, I'm definitely going to need to do a 4-floor build. But what I was thinking when I was building this, I was like, oh, it didn't even click into my head to me, the Grand Designs one. I remembered it when I started thinking, oh, maybe we should like square off and do like a modern sort of attachment to it. And that's what I ended up doing. I kind of went off on a whim back here and did like a little bit of a square moment there just to make the rooms a lot more easier to furnish and stuff. What it's going to be consistent of is 2 bedrooms, a living, kitchen and diner in the kind of modern extension that I'm doing. Toilets on every floor. There's an office on 1 floor. Lots of stairs in this place. I mean, it would be. It's a Victorian water tower, for goodness sake. But I just love it. This felt really realistic. Even the little details and stuff that you put on in the interiors and stuff, like just to make it look very industrial. I thought it was great. I really did. So Laylex, thank you so much for putting this up onto the gallery. Oh, I must also say, I love your landscaping. I love that you've looked around this particular lot, and I'm sure this was the lot that you used from the picture that I saw. And you've brought in the same trees and stuff. I love it when people do that. It just makes it look more realistic. So very happy, Laylex, that you put this up on the gallery, because I had an absolute blast renovating this into a nice home. So that is indeed what we're going to do now. So let's head on over into the speed build format, and I'm going to talk you through my decisions. And here we go. One of my favorite bits is obviously, because I'm a Virgo, the clean-up process. So even though I loved your landscaping, I kind of knew what I was doing with that sort of side of it. So I didn't want any landscaping there, but I kept all of your landscaping there, and I've just added a little bit here and there. I also moved the trees when it got a bit closer as well, because we do quite a bit here. We do undercover sort of like garden, sort of, what can I call it? A veranda. Or a raised platforms and fences with some lovely views. We do a swimming pool. We do everything in this house. We really do. But what I had to do, of course, is to go around and just get rid of everything that I didn't want. I also adapted things here and there. Got rid of a few of the windows, changed a few of the friezes, and also the wallpapers as well. I love this brick wallpaper, but I decided to go for something a little bit lighter, just to hit against the contrast with the black side of the modern add-on that I did. So you'll see as it progresses. You really will. This is, of course, the clean-up process. But yeah, love doing this. Really, really do. So, and I'll always have Design Me Devon on the back burner. It will always be here, but it's just not going to be a kind of regular occurrence. I will just pop out of a Design Me Devon every now and again, because there are lots of other things I want to start sort of concentrating on. So you're just gonna have to be on the lookout for them. You really will. So what I'm doing here is I'm connecting in the old build with the modern build that I'm going to be building in a minute. So what I end up doing is having this as a bit more of a stairwell, this area here. I really wanted the stairs are very difficult to put in that tower because it's that shape in The Sims. They just don't like it. It would make the rooms look a little bit weird and whatnot. So I knew I needed an extra place for a stairwell to go all the way up to the top floor. Well, not the top floor. I think we got up to the 3rd floor with this, and I smashed through the ceiling on the 4th floor, so it's kind of double height, and that's into a teen bedroom. The teen bedroom's really nice. I like how the teen bedroom came out. And I decided to go for this lighter brick here. So we can just imagine the water tower itself, it has been cleaned. So they power washed it all, and that's the original color of the brick. That's what I'm sticking to. So this was my first port of call. I was like, right, we've got the stairwell in there. I changed the siding as well. We've gone for a little bit more of a coppery tone. So this kind of connects the house at each level over to a modern part that we're going to be building as well. We do this really lovely cantilevered living, dining and kitchen area, and I love how it came out as well, especially on this lot with the views out from there. It's straight out to sea, and it looks smashing as far as I'm concerned. I'm really happy with how this came out in the end. It really was. So as always, you'll have to let me know down below, my darlings. You really will. But yeah, hello. Anyway, I've not even said hello properly, have I? Hello. How was your weekends? Were they nice? I had a smashing one. It was really lovely. Just had a nice chilled one. I've been looking after my brother's dog, which is Daisy's real life sister. She's called Rosie. She's gone now, and I'm missing her loads. So I had her for a week. And yeah, I bloody miss her. I really do. I've not even realised I put stairs in there at the minute. I do get rid of them. I was like, I don't need to go up another level. There we go. But yeah, I had a nice weekend. We did lots of walks and stuff. And there we go. That is the end of that. What a marvellous... I should write that story down. It would sell by the bucket loads. So this is where I decided to do that modern extension. And I wanted it cantilevered with like lovely pocket windows. No CC in this at all as well. It's all with in-game stuff. I think this would have came out even better if I did custom content. And maybe I could do something similar to this in the future. I really want to do like an apartment build that's been renovated from something with custom content in a speed build or something in the future. So just be on the lookout for that too. I've got so many things on the back burner at the minute. And I feel a bit more alive now. I've had a rough few weeks, as you all know, but for some reason I've just kind of turned a new, what did they say? Turned a new leaf? Is that what it's called? I think that's what it's called. So I'm feeling a lot more lighter and stuff this week. I really am. So anyway, we're waffling on about how I'm feeling. This area here, each one of these levels, apart from the ground floor, are going to be a bedroom. So it's only a 2-bedroom. I would have loved if I could made this into a 3-bedroom, but that would have made it go a little bit higher up or adding an extension on somewhere else. And I just didn't want to do that. So I was just like, I'm going to keep it as a 2-bedroom, but we'll do a nice big family bedroom and also a teen bedroom as well. And with the teen bedroom, I'll play around with some platforms and stuff. You'll see that a little bit further on. And it just looked smashing. Really bloody did. Yes, it did indeed. Swapped out that siding as well for that copper one because it was in the interior. I was like, oh, actually, why don't we put that on the exterior as well? And it would just be a nice sort of contrast between the brick and the black, having this kind of copper siding. And I really liked it. I did. I changed, you can obviously see I changed up the frieze and stuff at the top then as well. And I go around and put a black frieze everywhere as well. I do fine tune that and put in some of those curtain rails from, what's it called again? You all know what I'm on about. What's it called again? Not Modern Lux, the other one. The Oasis Springs Modern Lux one. We're just going to say that because I can't remember. Yeah, we end up putting that through for some details as well, because that is indeed what Lalex Sims did in the original build. I had to go back to check. I was going to call you Latex Sims. I was like, it's definitely not that. So I went back to check. So anyway, we're waffling. This is where I did that raised kind of entertainment space. So I wanted it underneath some shelter because this is Winterberg. It rains here quite a bit. So I did want it under some kind of shelter. So I thought, why not use the actual cantilevered like living area bit as some shelter for more entertaining space underneath. And it really worked. I put up here a big, huge barbecue area with like lots of bar stools and stuff. I also do a dining area. What else do we do up there? I can't remember. We'll have a look together. We'll all be surprised. Some skylights down into the areas below, and I do a little chimney breast here as well. I do a couple of little chimneys just because I wanted to get a fire into the actual interior itself. So it just kind of made sense. In the beginning, I was going for brick there, and I was just like, that just doesn't make sense at all to have brick on that point. So I actually get rid of it and go for the black and move that tree as well, because it would get covered in smoke, wouldn't it? So yeah, end up just putting in a little bit of a higher half wall there, and then I go in and put 2 chimneys in there, and that is directly above where the fireplace is as well. So nice and realistic, as I always like to build. I just think it worked really nicely. I wasn't going to fence the front area in at first, but I was like, maybe just the actual front porch area or the entrance, you know, because it's right onto the beach. People could walk past and whatnot. So I thought I'll just fence in that area there, and where I do the swimming pool just at the back as well. I wasn't going to put any in the beginning. I just didn't think it needed it. And then the more I was looking at the lot, I was like, you're going to need to do a little bit more privacy there, my darlings. So what I did is put a pool at the back here, and then I used the modern fence and just wrapped that around rather tightly, not on the whole lot itself, just, as I said, where the actual pool area is. And that gave us enough space to have a few sun loungers and stuff down here as well. It just really worked. Love how it came together. Love the feeling of this place. But the only thing, as I said, I wish I did do was make it a little bit more than 2 bedrooms. So I wish I found a bit more of a clever way to make a 3 bedroom. I could have went up again, but I just liked the shape of the house when it was the modern stories on one side to the height of the original water tower on the other side. To me, it was very pleasing to my eyes. That's indeed why I kept it. And I think I made the right decision, but I'm just second guessing myself now, you know. Wish that I did do a little 3rd bedroom, but you know, maybe you can do that. Maybe you can add a 3rd bedroom when I upload this to the gallery. It's up to you, loves, you know. Once my builds are on the gallery, you can do whatever the hell you like with them, as long as you don't try and take them for your own, as in to say, like, I built this. People used to do that. That was rife in the community years ago. And we even had an episode of that one day when I did that Design Me Devon, when we did that canal boat, and it was a build off of the gallery that they just a build off another YouTuber, sorry, that they just literally copied. And I've actually renovated the one that wasn't. It was very embarrassing, but I spoke to the YouTuber in question. She was lovely, and she was like, no, don't you worry, don't you dare take the video down. It was all good. And she's a great builder, by the way. Anyway, so here we are into the front entrance. I wanted to add a little bit more green on this bit here, so putting some lovely hedges around the front. I kept it very, not minimal, I'm not going to say minimal, it was very modern and contemporary. And I'm using some the base game. The base game counters here just worked really well, but I knew that they just needed a little bit of a lift. So what I ended up doing was using those wall pieces from Eco Lifestyle. And then I put them all in the front of them. I just line them all the way up. You've seen me do this many times. And then I sink these down into the platform itself. And it just puts a little bit of a modern edge onto the kitchen counters themselves. You can do this in the interiors as well. It is a little bit finicky here and there. One of the other things that work really well is there's a wooden slatted wall decoration from Snowy Escape. That also works really well. But for this one here, I wanted a little bit more of a chunky vibe. So that's why I use these, because they've got a little bit more of a chunky vibe. Yes, they do. I don't know if you can hear it or not. I hope you can. I don't think my mic is picking it up, but I've got my essential oil burner on at the minute, just to get those calm vibes, you know. And don't worry, it's dog safe essential oil. And yeah. Marvelous story once again, Aiden. Honestly, you should write a sitcom. You should. But yeah, this vibe here, I just think it looks lovely. Nice and fresh and modern. And I do like it how it came out in the end. But as always, they snap to walls and stuff. So you just got to make sure there's no walls around and whatnot. Bar stools, I think we go for the bar stools from... Are they from For Rent or something like that? Or is it... No, I don't think that's For Rent. It's the other one. Not Parenthood. What's it called? Growing Together. There we go. I think it's from that instead. Ended up putting a full length one here though, just to kind of give a bit of separation, a little feeling of separation from one area to the next. And I'm using these pool lights because I just thought they worked really well as a kind of a light spreader, like a wall spreader, you know, when they kind of like chuck light up the wall. I do actually put these in the pool as well. I just thought that looked really nice. We still do overhead lighting, like here I put some above where the actual barbecue and bar area is. And I also do it over the dining table as well. very much suited it. Yes, it did indeed. And there goes in the barbecue itself, the bin of dreams that I'm just using absolutely everywhere from now on. I've decided, and I just wanted to hit up here with a little bit more of greenery, considering how much greenery was around. Love these foldy chairs with that table, by the way. I just think that's really nice. A nice bit of juxtaposition between the two. Even though they're both modern, it just, I don't know. I thought it worked, and I was very happy with it. Very happy with it indeed. But yeah, very classy, very contemporary, very vibing with that. Very much am indeed. And then down into the pool area, as I said, I use a few of these. I don't really like these in the pool area because I've put them higher than those there. I can tell that from just looking. Oh well. Yeah, I don't really like these in the pool because they kind of stick out quite a bit. So I'm still unsure as to what they're used for, to be honest with you. Maybe for what I did, like put them on like just in front of walls to kind of spread the light up. I have no idea. I really don't have any idea at all. And here, what I wanted to do was some sun loungers, but I also do a little bit of a seating area here as well. I just thought it worked out really nicely, having a seating area right down by the pool, out in the open too. I thought it worked out quite nicely. So that, again, is what I did indeed. And it works. It just works, really does. Using those new little like night lights as well, or little outside table lights from that, is it the bistro pack? I think it was. So into the interior, this is the first floor, and they're all very strange shaped rooms. They are, so they were a little bit weird to furnish, and I was like, what the hell can I use this space for down here, out of the rest of all of the other living areas and stuff and entertaining spaces? And I thought it made sense to kind of have an almost open plan, but separated off office and entrance area. So an area where you can come down and do some work. It's away from the rest of the house, but you're kind of still near the front door and stuff. You can get out quite easily. And then you saw me put in that extra window as well. It didn't make sense to me having this amazing view with this desk that's looking at the wall. I could have put the desk over into the corner, like to have that moment, but I decided on giving them their own window. I actually move it down a little bit closer to the desk as well, a little bit higher at the minute. So when you're sat at the desk, you can look right out to the sea, and it just looks amazing. It's very simple, but that's what I decided to go for. That's out in the hallway over the other side. And then these bathrooms, trying to furnish these bathrooms, I was just like, my lord. There are 3 en-suites. There's an ensuite down here, ensuite off from the office, an ensuite off from both of the bedrooms, and then I also add another full bathroom into the entertaining space as well. So there are 4 bathrooms in this house on each level, so it just kind of made sense to do that. And I'm showing you how I'm furnishing one of the en-suites because the rest of them are all exactly the same. So living area itself, I thought we're by the sea, we're going to need some kind of blue wallpaper, and I just thought that wallpaper looked really nice with the blacks and stuff around it, so that is indeed what I did. Using the kitchen cabinets as some kind of like storage space as well. And then I put some shelves up just above it, and I put bits and bobs up on the shelves too. And it just really worked. I thought that looked really nice, a little bit contemporary. And I just like the vibe in here. I love the tile. We've gone for some tiles in here as well. I thought beachside lot, sand, anything else. Wood would have worked, but I wanted to do a little bit of a tile and go a little bit darker with the tile as well. So big L-shaped, what's it called? Modular sofa. And I just think it works in here, and I put it in that kind of orientation because the view out from the living area is right out to sea. You can see it, so I just thought it was perfect. Really did. Love how this is probably my favorite room in the whole house, this whole entertaining space. I just love the separation between the kitchen, the dining room, and the living area, even though they are completely the same really. They're just separated off by half walls and stuff. I just thought it worked. It really did work for me, and I was very happy with it. Very happy with it indeed. I'm so happy we've got new swatches to those books. I would just like a different object with a better texture now. I know they were updated, but the texture just looks a little bit old to me now on those books. I'd like some more details like that. I really would. Just a pile of books. I know we've got ones that are stacked kind of like horizontally. I would like more vertical stacked books, please. Thank you. And then over on this side, I just put a little stack of canvases up there and then raised it up to the shelf as well. Very nice. Go for a little lamp behind this sofa. I can't remember what one I chose. I go for this one, but in a dark kind of black marble, just to bring a little bit more black in. I was popping out the black and going for a lighter aesthetic with the furniture and stuff. A few little speakers as well. There was no music box or anything down here, so I just thought make it look like the TV's got speakers and you can play music from that anyway. Kitchen, going for that kitchen, of course, in a modern contemporary home. I love this kitchen, and I don't really tend to use this swatch, so I was like, let's go for a different swatch in here, and I think that one marries in really well with the rest of the house, or the rest of this room anyway. I just thought it worked. Really did look lovely. I actually end up shortening the size of the counters. You'll see that in a second, because I didn't really have a good place to put the bin, and I was worried it was going to take away the look of the kitchen for me, but it actually didn't. It looked fine. It looked completely fine, and I was happy with it towards the end. Even though this looks really nice, it looks very sleek going all the way up to the wall. It still looked exactly the same once I get to it and fix it up a little bit more. Yeah, very nice indeed. Very nice to have. I like how this came out, this house. Really do. I want to do more renovations. I really do. So I think we're going to go and have a look at some of my older builds and get one of those videos out again where I renovate one of my old builds. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, this is where I decided on shortening the size of the kitchen down. I was like, we're going to need to put a bin in there. So I put the bin of dreams over there, and I still like the vibe of it. And I almost like that space from the window to the kitchen side better than I did before. So love that painting from the new Love Struck expansion as well. I just think that really works in this space. A little bit of abstract contemporary art fitting out, and I love the green chairs with that glass dining table too. It just bloody worked. It really did. I was very happy. What am I doing over here? I'm adding another plant in. Yes, I am putting another plant over that corner. Going for a blue one to help with that wall color. Beautiful. So we're upstairs now. This is the main bedroom. I decided to go a little bit more industrial with the furniture and also the color palette up here. We go very neutral, black, woods, brick, that kind of vibe in here. And I love that industrial kit pack. I really do. I use that full poster bed and all of the furniture all of the time. I'm really not too keen on this sideboard, but I thought it suited the room. Personally, I wouldn't have something like that. It's a little bit too industrial kitsch for me. Do you know what I mean? Is it like they kind of go over the mark a little bit sometimes with industrial sort of items, like that industrial sofa. I'm not a fan of that. And with the pipes and stuff on the back of it, it's not for me. But I think it suited this room, and I was more than happy with it. And then obviously they do have a ensuite offer there, so you'll see that, and you'll see that even more in the before and after video tour at the end. So this is the teen bedroom. I wanted to play around with this a little bit. I wanted to play around with platforms in here, so I put the kind of sleeping dressing area up onto this level, and then I also fit in a lovely desk just in front of the window as well, so they've got a really lovely view from out here. Yeah, just all in all very beautiful. How much time have we got left on this anyway? Oh, we've got 2 minutes. We've got ages. I was just like, bloody hell, we're moving quite fast here. So that's where I put the desk. Imagine having that as your desk as a teen, looking out over the sea. I mean, spoiled as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, lovely little bed up there as well. Decided to only go for a single bed in here. I just think it fit the space a little bit more in this teen room, considering we used a lot of the space for platforms and stuff. But a really nice teen bedroom. Very nice indeed. I can't remember if I put curtains in here or not. I don't know if I did. That might be something I want to fix before I put up on the gallery. Didn't put any curtains in here, silly bum. I think I did in the main bedroom. I just can't quite remember. But yeah, decided on doing a nice big shelf above the teen's bed as well, just so they've got space, storage, all of that kind of good stuff. And I just think it worked out really nicely. It looked very interesting. Yeah, all in all, I was very pleased with the outcome of this. I was watching Gavin and Stacey for the 50th time when I was building this as well. That just brought my memories back when I was lifting those books, because I think it was Nessa's wedding and I was pissing myself when I was doing this. But yeah, I don't know why I need to say that. That just popped in my head then. That memory. Yes, it did indeed. But yeah, look, just look at it. It's very nice. I'm very pleased with how this came out. I really am. I'm looking for the what they called, the lean-to camp pictures. You'll see them in a minute. It takes me a while to find them because I couldn't bloody find them anyway. Here they are. So I've sized them down. They're from base game. You can lean them up against the wall, and I just thought that just added a little bit of teen style into this space. Yeah, very nice indeed. I'm scared I'm going to go over here. I am. We've got 13 seconds left. Anyway, my darlings, I'm going to be back tomorrow. You are going to go and watch a before and after video tour now. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.